YouTube land, Take Anders there, doing another action figure review. Now, forgive my non-standard location. I'm in between trying to I'm trying to play catch up, and I said I would do this short quick video review because it's fairly simple. There's not a lot of stuff involved with this, so I'll just do this quick one out of the way before I get my stuff set back up on my regular shooting station, mainly because I was doing filming during the week and I borrowed all my lights that I had and I haven't brought them back yet, or haven't reset them up, so that's why I'm doing it kind of more guerrilla style, as they call it. But today we are having a look at the Batman Classic TV series Batgirl cycle. Now, I picked this up over from Big Bad Toy Store. I think it just got released within the last couple of month or so, and it's fairly simplistic. There's not a lot to go with it. So it comes packaged like this on the box. It's already been removed, but it's only held in one tie strap, so just be wary of that. On the back of the box, it shows, instead of showing the actual TV version or the TV image like they do for some of the figures, they have shown the, I believe it's the New Adventures, or it's the comic adaptation version of the Batman 66 version. So that's why they're showing artwork as opposed to the actual Yvonne Craig on Batcycle. I think they still haven't managed to get the likeness rights for Yvonne Craig, who played the original Batgirl, so they're using the comic book adaptation of her to get around that, I believe. So, as I said, it's in this fairly simplistic packaging. It's only held in by that one tie strap, so once you have that removed, this is what you're left with. So it does have a kickstand, and it is fairly simplistic. So I'm just going to adjust, please ignore the bananas. I'm just going to adjust the camera there a second. So there is no kind of moving parts other than the kickstand. That is the only moving part. The front fairing doesn't actually move left or right. The wheels do roll. You have that. So in total, there is about 3 moving parts. It comes with that big kind of rounded mirror, or not mirror, the rounded plexiglass cover, which is kind of hilarious. One thing I don't remember noticing on the original TV series one is that wing mirror. It does have a silver paint app on the inside to kind of give it that wing mirror look. I don't remember it. I do remember having the comedic lace around the fairing, and the same on the back. It has a bow. I believe the one on the actual real bike was a material bow, but this is obviously plastic, and it has these almost like tassels going along the side. I mean, it was the 60s, it was garish and it was camp, and that's the way they rolled with that Batman series. So I do have their version of the Yvonne Craig styled Batgirl, which is actually the comic book style one. Again, as I said, they couldn't get the likeness rights for Yvonne Craig, so they went with, let me just readjust the light here so you can see her a little bit better. As I said, I'm just playing with the light setup so you can get a better look at the figure. So you can see it's not quite Yvonne Craig, but it does in a pinch. You just need to get her into a seated position. Now, just like with Batman and a lot of the previous kind of figures for vehicles for this line, they didn't put any forethought, I would say, or forward planning into them. So all the figures generally have a punching fist hand and like a closed punch fist hand and a grip hand. So she can grip the handlebars with one hand only, which is her right hand. So you can only have to simulate that she is holding the left handlebar with her hand, because it doesn't have that grip. I really wish they would maybe do something going forward, if they do revisit the Batgirl figure, just to do a new version of her with me either a swappable hand, so you have a punch fist and an open hand, so you can have both hands on the gripping the handlebars. Same with Batman. So she does look pretty cool on the bike. Now I do have the, I think it's called the New Adventures of Batman animated series, which was based on the same era. So the sculpt is pretty much the same, but different bat belt, different coloring obviously, but it is again Batgirl. So again, she's in a more gray, kind of traditional black, blue gray coloring of Batman and the Bat family. But she again reuses the same sculpt as the previous Barbara Gordon Batgirl. The difference is the head sculpt is slightly different. The hair sculpt is the same between the two figures, I believe. They just repainted it more brighter red, but it is, from what I can see, the exact same hair sculpt glued on, because the hair is actually glued onto the back of the cowl. It's a separate piece glued in place. It does kind of work. But for the purpose of this review, I'm going to put back on the kind of more classic or more well-known traditional style Batgirl. I'm going to push her back a bit, and I'm going to bring in the other Bat Cycle from this line, which I have. Hopefully you will be able to see it. You just have to tilt down a bit, but this is the Batman and Robin Bat Cycle with Adam West and Burt Ward Batman in place on the bikes. So all in all, they are not too bad. I would recommend picking them up if you can get a hold of it. I don't know if the Batgirl is easily available now. She was harder to get for me when I remember trying to pick her up. I'm trying to get a version of her. The grey version might be a bit more easier to get. There is an all black chase variant of this version, but I don't have that. So depending on your preference, it may be trying to track down that classic one. The previous line that Mattel did should fit on this bike as well. I don't have her to hand, unfortunately, so I'm not able to check that out. But it is in the same scale. She is a 6-inch scale figure, and these are scaled to a 6-inch scale character. So all in all, it is a really cool bike. I do recommend, if you're a completist and want the kind of classic vehicles from the 66 line, this will complement the Batmobile, the Batboat, and obviously the Batcycle quite nicely. The only thing they haven't given us yet, and I do hope it's in the pipeline for this year, for 2025, is the Batcopter from the made-for-TV movie Batman and Robin 66 movie. It was basically a kind of a long pilot episode kind of the TV series, but it had a few unique vehicles in it, Batboat being one of those. And this Batcycle was also featured in it, I believe, or was it a different Batcycle? I know there's been two different styles of Batcycle, so I think this one was the one that was used in the movie, and then there was a more classic style, chopper style looking bike, which didn't have the sidecar as well, was used in 1 or 2 episodes. But all in all, it's the Batgirl cycle is quite nice, and it is quite cool. So if you're a completist, I would recommend picking it up and it would look good on the shelf next to all the other Bat vehicles. But if you're not too pushed on it, because it is fairly uniquely designed, in the sense it has all the frills and the tassels and the big large bow and stuff. It does look kind of campy and comedic. If it's not for your taste, then it's no push not to get it. But if you're a completist, or if you like the original TV series, I do recommend grabbing it. So there you go, guys. Just a quick review of the Batgirl Batcycle from Mcfarlane Toys. And as always, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And I'll hopefully we'll get back to more traditional reviews in my traditional space, and I might try a few new things as well along the year for this year. So thanks for watching, and please hit that like and subscribe and share amongst your friends who you think might enjoy this video. Cheers, guys.